Wow, the garden has really grown a lot in the past 2 weeks. I had cut some suckers off of these tomato plants, and you can't even tell it. I planted them close originally. I wanted to try the lean and lower or lower and lean system, but I couldn't get the hooks without purchasing way more than I needed. So if anybody's got any hooks, sell me. I'll be glad to buy them from you. I need about 20 of them right now. My cucumbers are doing real good. I need to start training them up the trellis. They're kind of getting over onto the sweet potatoes. This cherry plant, I forgot to mention in my first video, boy, it is really took off. This was a little bitty plant 2 weeks ago. I've been seeing all these videos of people cutting their peppers, so I decided to do it. These plants will probably be about 3 feet tall, 2 or 3 feet tall. See this one I topped. It's a lot bigger. It's doing real good. It's got stuff on it. My cucumbers are blooming. Look at the blooms. I gotta get in here and train them up. These peppers are bushing out from topping or pruning, whatever you want to call it. I don't think that this squash is grabbing on everything right here. It's just, it was extra. Actually, it's a cucumber, a pickler. I'm not sure what's up with this bed. I did the dirt a little bit different. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it definitely doesn't look as bountiful as this one. This cucumber bush needs to be trained up the trellis today. I'm gonna try to make a decision on what I'm gonna do with the tomatoes. I'm gonna trim these up also. So I really whacked these tomatoes good. They were totally out of control. I know it looks bad, but I got most of the suckers off. I got them pointing in the direction they need to go. I'm working on this cherry tomato. I've saved the suckers. I've got probably at least a dozen in this cup. They're beefsteak. And I probably got, I don't know how many's in there. There could be 20. I'll bless somebody with some free plants. This one still needs to be trimmed some more. You can see how it was affecting these two plants. It was on top of them. This one's much bigger, and it's starting to get some fruit on it. I know I'm behind a lot of you people on gardening, but it's getting there. When you have marigolds, you want to deadhead them when they're done blooming. More flowers to grow. I bought these. They were in the clearance. They were like $2 cheaper than the pretty ones. But just look at them. I wasn't getting them for pretty. I was getting them for purpose. And look at this natural predator here. What is that, a stick bug or some kind of praying mantis? I'm going to leave him alone. I wanted to show you how to cut some clones or cuttings, whatever you call them. I call them clones. See this one here? Let me get my finger out the way. I'm going to cut this one here. All right. There. Now, this, I will trim off this leaf at the bottom and this leaf at the top. Let me do that real quick. As you can see, I made a nice pretty little cutting off this Super Sweet 100 hybrid cherry from Bonnie Plants. I think I bought this one from Home Depot or Walmart. I don't know. I gotta do something to get this off of that pepper. That dang cucumber's trying to smother it. Well, I managed to get a few more. I have several now of the Super Sweet 100 hybrid cherry tomato from Bonnie Plants. I left this thing here. I wonder if these tomatoes are ripened with this just stuck out like that. And I left these two suckers down here. They'll grow up a little bit and I'll cut them and use them. Any of my people need some tomato plants, let me know. Plan on giving some to my sweetheart neighbor and my mother-in-law. Now it's time to do my cucumbers. They're all over the place. They're smothering that pepper. They're just everywhere. So I'm gonna train them up this trellis. That's my next thing. Hey, like my little seat. My daughter gave me that for my birthday this year. 52 years old. May 2nd. She got it at Harbor Freight. She asked what I wanted, and I seen Jen on Roots and Refuge YouTube channel. They're my favorite channel. So she had one, I had to have one. That's where I got this trellis idea. So go check them out. I got the cucumbers kind of trained up onto the trellis. There's just cucumbers and blooms everywhere on here. I knocked a bunch of them off. They're just everywhere. See over there. Got that pepper plant where it ain't got to lean forward like it's doing. And got that one out. Now I just gotta catch this end of the bed, get that flat out of there. But it's getting there. Last 2 weeks it pretty much was neglected. It was getting watered a lot. It rained like every day. And I had other work to do, and you get what you put into it, and that's the truth. If you neglect it, it'll get out of control. When I took that flat out of this bed, this pickling cucumber was rooted through the flat and into the bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant this one over here and see if it continues to look good while those look so bad. And I might put it on the end down there. Those are small. These are two healthy ones. I'll plant it close to it, then I might just cut them out. Well, I got the tomato plants kind of thinned out a little bit. Took a bunch of suckers off. I was glad that I left this top on the cherry tomato right here, because when I was tucking it in here, it broke. It would have been bad. This pepper plant here, boy, it's just got a big honking, big old thick stalk. These three here were covered under that tomato plant, so they didn't get the sun that this one got. Cucumbers looking good. Lots of blooms. something come in here and ate something. I forgot what it was. Anyhow, everything's looking good. Got runners on my sweet potatoes. This bed seems to be doing a little bit better. They're not as yellow. I think I'm going to put another inch or two of compost on here. The ratio of compost is a lot lower. As you can see, the top in the plants giving me 2 tops. They're starting to set fruit now. These are still kind of being choked out. I'll figure it out. I got way too many cucumber vines right there. There's a bunch of them. Kind of like here. I didn't thin them. That's that spare Boston pickler I put there. I removed the one that was there. I kind of put it half between there and half between there. I don't look like it's going to make it, but zucchini's still alive, barely. And the crookneck bushes are barely alive. Everything's doing good. These okra plants pepped up when I threw a little triple 13 on them and watered them real good. I think we about to get some rain. So that's the 3-week update. See if I got any actual cucumbers that we can see. It won't be long. There's one down here. Right here. See it? Anyhow, that's it. Don't laugh at me. It's been a long time. I hadn't grew a garden in, oh God, 20 years. I got a few celebrity tomatoes coming on. We had a real hard rain, knocked a lot of blooms off. See back over there. See the bee? The bee is pollinating my cucumbers. Roger that. Y'all have a good one. And I'll see you next weekend.